sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through.
What is up, everyone? It is Game Master. Thank you for joining me on the channel today for a new video, and welcome to episode 4 of the Call of Duty World War II Best Class Setup Guide. In this video, we're going to be talking about the MP40, so let's get into it. So, the MP40 is an automatic SMG with balanced recoil and a steady fire rate. It has 6 damage, 6 range, 5 accuracy, and 8 fire rates. We're going to make that fire rate better because even though 8 fire rate is pretty good, especially on this gun, it could be improved just a little bit, so we're going to make it a little better. So, anyway, let's jump into the first part of the class, which is the division. And the division we are using for this class is actually the Mountain Division. We're using something other than the division that the gun was made to be for. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, excuse me. But we are using the Mountain Division. Of course, it gives us the Sniper Sharpshooter, which doesn't matter because we're not using a sniper rifle. We are always invisible to enemy recon aircraft. We are hidden to player-controlled kill streaks or score streaks. And we have completely silent movement. And those last 3 things are really, really, really good when you're running, well, when you're running any class or any weapon. But for an SMG in particular, it's really good because you can get a fast fire rate, you run fairly quickly, you can get around the map fairly quickly. So to be invisible to basically everything is absolutely a perfect scenario for the MP40 or any submachine gun. So that's why we're using Mountain Division. So for the basic training, we're throwing primed on there. The additional primary attachment is good, but mainly we're using it for the flinch reduction. Now, obviously, if you guys don't know, this particular basic training has been nerfed a little bit, as well as the overall flinch has been nerfed. It's still there, so this is still a useful basic training, but we're just going to use it anyway because it, even though you can't tell so much anymore, it does actually still help with the flinch, which is really good in certain game modes if you're trying to do something in particular, or just winning that one last gunfight that you need for a score streak or whatever. It's gonna help. It's gonna help a ton. So we're throwing primed on there. The additional primary attachment is good, but mainly I threw it on this class for the flinch reduction. So let's move on to the attachments for the MP40. So for the MP40 on here, I have quick draw, aim down sights faster. It's obviously on any weapon, it's really, really good to be able to aim down sights very quickly. But for the MP40 in particular, the ADS is so quick anyway that if you put the quick draw on, you're going to be able to aim down the sights tenfold. Next up, I put the grip onto the MP40. Reduces weapon recoil while aiming down sights, obviously. This gun does have a little bit of recoil, a little bit more than I noticed when it launched, when the game launched. The gameplay you're watching now was very, very early gameplay, and it didn't have as much recoil as it does now, is what I think. Maybe I'm completely wrong because they didn't change it that I know of, but it just seems like there's more recoil now. So throw the grip on there, you're going to get a ton more accuracy, and it's going to help you win a gunfight a lot of the time. And the final attachment, because we have primed on there, I decided to throw rapid fire. Now obviously you can swap this out for whatever you want. Extended mags is obviously really good. You know, if you guys like the sights, I like to use the, and I just lost my train of thought, I can't think of what it is, the first sight there. I like to use that on the MP40 because it gets a ton of accuracy out of this gun using that sight. But But yeah, like I said, you can swap it out for extended mags or a sight or, you know, advanced rifling, whatever you guys want to do. But I just put rapid fire on it because I think this gun in particular benefits very, very well from rapid fire. So, getting to the last few parts of this, the secondary, I'm just throwing in the machine pistol. You guys can use whatever you want. I pretty much always use the machine pistol because it's really, really good if you need that last bit of oomph, I guess you could say. And then finally, for the equipment, I just threw in a lethal sticky bomb in there. Again, this can be switched out. I usually switch between the sticky and the frag grenade. And recently, I've been using the mine, or the bouncing Betty, which is really, really good. I have that on a class I'm working on getting a gameplay for you guys, so I can do a class setup on that. It's actually a really, really good class. But yeah, so for the lethal, I'm just throwing in a sticky grenade. So that's pretty much it for this class. That's all there is to it. It's a really, really simple class, a really effective class. Obviously, in this gameplay, I'm not using this exact class because, again, this was a very early gameplay. But it was the only gameplay of the MP40 I had. I don't, for whatever reason, every time I go on the game, I always forget to turn on the Elgato, so I never get any good gameplay. So anyway, that is it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you did enjoy the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. If this class helped you out, yeah, drop that like. I hope it did help you out. I try my best to give the best possible class setup. And I have a really interesting one coming if I can get a fucking gameplay for it. If I remember to turn on the Elgato. So anyway, thank you guys so much. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you Wednesday for a new one. I'm out of here. Peace.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light